Deleting personal data. We spoke about retention yesterday. Let's talk about deleting it today. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you regularly see new content on privacy. And we are going to talk about deleting personal data today in this video under the DPDP Act. Assumption is that you just delete a record, all problems solved. Deletion requirements over. Reality is that personal data exists in many places in your system. It is not just in one record. It could be there in your primary databases, it could be there in your backups, logs, it could be there in email archives, and in your vendor systems also. Two places which are very sensitive: the backups, because they have a retention period, maybe longer, and vendor systems, where you may assume to say that it is out of your control. Hidden reality: you copy data to create backups. You take genuine backups to take backups. Data may remain in your analytics systems. You just put in some data there, linked it with some database, did the analysis and left it. Vendors may still hold copies of the data provided to them, and the logs may retain the fragments, right? Not the full information, but the fragments. True deletion requires understanding of where does it actually exist. Otherwise, how do you delete it? DPDP says stop using personal data without purpose. You collect personal data. Collection is consent based, collection is purpose based. The moment you think purpose is over, stop using this data. Remove it from your active systems, prevent any further processing of it, and ensure that even vendors also follow the same process. That means, including the fact that if you withdraw a consent, it should be immediately known to the vendor also who is processing it. It should not be that you take some time, unreasonably long time, to inform him. Focus is the practical accountability of information. Why deletion becomes difficult? Deletions become difficult because systems were never designed for deletion. They were designed for entering data. Data flows across multiple platforms. Vendors process the same data. You know what happens? And I'm sure you all would have experienced. You get a call from a bank for a credit card. You apply. That bank rejects. The same person says, I can get it done from the other card. But then you were the employee of the first bank. No, they were not. They were DSAs. They are using the same database. And when they call up, they talk of one of the banks. If your card works, fine. If it does not, then they talk of the second bank. Backups preserve historic data and historic states. They may be required. So if backups are required for litigation purpose, then you have to be very sure that restorations are done only if required for that same litigation purpose, right? And that restoration has to be well documented as to what has been restored and how that restored data been utilized. Deletions must be planned, not improvised. It has to be a part of the system. Practically, you should delete it from active systems first, then prevent any future processing of the data, and then ensures that the vendors also follow your deletion requests. Data is removed both from the active systems as well as databases that are kept with vendors. Follow the retention based expiry systems. This will prevent unnecessary accumulation of data, which of course makes the breach possibility and the exposure of your data much larger. It can bring in compliance violations. It would lead into uncontrolled vendor data copies also. Be very careful about these things. Deletions improve the overall data governance because then you have only the active and required data to work on and to process. The real insight says DPDP is not restricted to collecting and managing data only. It is to know when should the personal data that has been collected disappear so that the chances of breach and misuse are reduced. Build strong systems, build good deletion policies, even deletion systems, to ensure that the disk is not recoverable, and create safer data ecosystems. That's very important. So that's about deleting personal data under DPDP. I hope you like the content of the video. Please press the bell and the like icon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.